Right, although we've been, how long have we been together now? We've been about 3 years, 3 months, 17 days, 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 3 seconds. But hey, who's counting? This is called How We Almost Didn't Survive Our 2-month Anniversary. We used to celebrate every month of being together. So when we got to 2 months, we were nearly gone this time. We went on our 2-month anniversary, we went down to Bude in Cornwall. And guess what we did in Bude? For those of you who need a rhyming dictionary. You almost guessed the first line of this. Nude in Bude. Our bedroom like a stage set that we strut our stuff upon, imbued with superhuman passion. Desire setting fire to our lines. Our somewhat energetic lovemaking sees us advance inch by sexy inch down centre stage, each stroke moving the bed unknown to us, until we collide head-on with the wardrobe. We have roamed halfways across the room. What, we thought, would have happened if the wardrobe hadn't halted our passionate progress, or if we had missed it by an inch? We shuddered to think and just kept going, lost in the throes of advanced passion. We would have eventually smashed through the French windows, not stopping for nothing, out into the veranda before coming to a startled halt in the middle of the garden, the guard dog barking furiously at our invasion of his privacy. We would have had to make love
all over again
to get the bed back in. Call the glazier.
Quick, yellow pages.
Be content to just cuddle and hope our hosts hadn't noticed anything untoward. Do not attempt that at home children or even on holiday.
Remember the offerings we made, the feast spread on rumpled satin. Intrusive moonlight glittered on shining flesh smelling of the sea, glazed with salt and aromatic oils. Remember how, drunk on the champagne we sucked from the caves of each other's mouths, we chewed the oyster-hued flesh that crossed our hungry lips. Remember how each probe of tongue opened my shell until my kernel lay exposed in its prawn-pink lining. Remember how, with each taste you accepted, your growing passion made promises to my responsive hand. And when the banquet ended, remember how you left me to do the washing up. Bastard!
Let me lie, Janice. Sorry, I've got to take this.
I have to be honest,
this is called Doing Fine. I told you that I love you. I told you what I was going to do to you when I got you all to myself. I told you. There was a loud cackling on the line. I think you've got the wrong number, love, but keep talking, you're doing fine.
Well, he did sometimes do the washing up, and the nicest thing that he ever did was to give me a lovely present. You gave me the Kama Sutra, the pop-up edition, with full chance for reader participation and plenty of tabs to pull. There are pictures of bendy brown beauties dressed in scanty but elegant clothes, who show no resistance to smiling insistence by amorous Indian bows. You gave me the Kama Sutra pop-up version. It's so realistic. The men all have cute little lingams, and there's tabs so the reader can swing them. And the ladies are kissed, not a square inch is missed, right from their yoni down to their wiggly toes. You gave me the Kama Sutra, moving pictures to show what to do, and lots of advice how to make love feel nice. And you popped up, as you always do. You gave me the Kama Sutra, and I know that we have a fine future. The practice of loving depends on the moving of all body parts, above all the heart. And that's how I know that I suit you.
This is called Superman. I want to be the best man I can for Jan, but when you see what I've got to work with, like, wow. I wanted to be your superhero, but all the best ones were already taken. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, oh how they roll off the tongue. Doctor Strange, or Daredevil, or Green Lantern even. So I had to become my own one. Now I hear you cry, kissless and cuddless, But have no fear, for I am here, created by your own longing, a superhero to suit you. It's, yes, it's Mr. Kiss Kiss and Cuddles Man to the rescue!
My hero! Warm breath past my cheek, quiet air passing by me, rustling grass blows, your thigh heavy on my waist, my hand stilled on your shoulder.
When I met Jan, I hadn't been writing in Irish at all, but because when you fall in love, it sort of gets back to mother tongue. So this is called Gran Macree, which is a very old Irish way of saying my heart's love. Gran Macree. Ulla straw the gra gach istum, at nish the gra gach in rug, gach in arch. My heart's love. The day before yesterday, your love unknown to me, but now your love everything, everywhere. Brief encounter. You in your Marilyn Monroe dress, seeing me off at the station after endless nights of passion, shivering with cold and anticipation of us coming together again before too long, as soon as we can. You all goosebumps and lovely dirty laughter, the wind and rain and I tossing your hair with a flurry of kisses into peaks, crests of waves, you looking so beautiful in your disturbed state. You sit on my lap, locked in this goodbye embrace, excited as any teenager on our first date. Me as if I were kissing the first ever girl for the very first time. The real teenagers dressed to sexual overkill, looking bland and boring, looking upon us with disgust and disdain, as if to say at their age, she wearing such a sexy dress. I know, we oughtn't to be allowed, but this late flowering love is exciting as if it was love the very first time around.
And I know that this is what you're all thinking. It's disgusting. It's obscene, and it shouldn't be allowed. It's perverted, it's embarrassing and wicked. And if you have to do it, please don't mention it out loud. We don't want to know just when and where you did it. It's different if you're young and you tell about the fun that you had last night in someone else's bed. How you licked her thingy and how she got all clingy and how your thing was iron. How she wailed in ecstasy, or being more discreet, how you fell down at her feet and told her that you loved her and you wanted her so much. Yes, if you're under 30, it's all right to write quite dirty and tell the world about your private sex life. Even when you're pushing 40, you can still be fairly naughty, but at 50, some will tell you, stop, you should be getting ready for the afterlife. In bed as well as out, we intend to go on having sex and fun together. Old arms still can intertwine. We have done it, we still do it, and our erotic loving will go on and keep us happy until we are 99.
100?
Maybe. So I hope we don't offend when we let you visualise our ageing bodies locked in flagrante. Sex won't vaporise or grow cold when you grow old. And love is never just.
And love is never just.
A simple marriage of two minds.
A simple marriage of two minds.